early start, but that's also because I can't stream super long today. I'll stream for probably an hour and a half today. But I have a lot I gotta get done to get this pilot going, right? But yay, we have the compositors. I'm very excited about that. It's just a lot of trying to get the exports out. I'm having a little bit of hassle with those exported files, and I gotta get those going. But yeah. So that was kind of one of the things on my server. I had asked if people wanted to see me color, or if they just wanted to chat with me and I work on the files. Because again, that was part of the exporting thing, but more people preferred to see me color, so that's what I'm doing. So again, it'll be a little bit of a shorter stream today because I do have to get back to doing those files. But nonetheless, I am here, and last time I was still kind of inking these pages, and now we're just in the fun coloring phase, right? So, let's make sure that's up for me. Hi, Flaffy. How are you? Yeah, not like super, oh my god, like details on the pilot, but just a little bit of updates. Very excited to be working with the two guys that have been hired on it. They've worked with each other before over on, am I in the right layer? Yes, over on Lackadaisy. So it helps to have compositors that know each other, because then they can go back and forth on notes. So right now we're doing a test run. Any progress is good progress. I agree with that. I agree. Baby steps all around. And plus it doesn't help that, like, I don't really have a weekend, and this is my own fault, to be working on this stuff. Since, Resident Evil comes out, and I know that's gonna be eating up, like, a majority of my time. So I'm trying to get all my chores done before I go and have fun, right? Because it's like one of those, once I'm done with it, then I have to go back. Pax, you can't eat the stream. I just put it up, Pax. You can't do that. Like, Pax, that was for everyone. How are you doing, Pax? Isaac, eat stream next. Yes, I can. No, Pax. No, you can't. So, as everyone knows, coloring is kind of my least favorite process. It's not exactly my strong suit, but it's always good to take on tasks that you're not the best at and work with it, right? I don't care. All mine. It tastes like mustard. I'm glad to know my stream tastes like mustard. I'm hoping it's at least like Dijon mustard or something, and not the French's mustard, because that'd be very sad. That'd mean my streams are cheap. You wouldn't do that to me, Pax. You wouldn't say my streams are cheap, would you, Pax? You wouldn't do that to me. Yeah, so I've been picking at this comic strip for a little bit. I started the other promo comic strip, but that one you guys cannot watch me work on. Just because it is based off of the pilot. So you guys will not be able to see that promo one. So I'll have to figure out something else I'll do on Tuesdays and work on Tuesdays. Or I just work on more of the comic. Most likely I'll do like promo stuff. Just because it helps break up some only working on comic kind of thing. I have words, I swear. I just have not had coffee today. So my brain is sluggish. I just didn't want coffee today. I needed it probably, but I just didn't want it. I've just been drinking like green tea and water today. My guts feel better, that's for sure. Cheese. What kind of cheese? There's lots of cheese packs. You can't just say cheese. So what are you guys up to? And like always, if you guys are lurking, if you guys are chatting, I appreciate you guys being here. If you have questions on my process, if you have questions about my story or characters, if you want to tell me about your OCs, and even like, you know, your own personal OCs that have nothing to do with, you know, the thought, I'd love to hear it. I just appreciate you guys being here, keeping me company, because again, sometimes art can be a little bit of a chore. I still love it. It's just a matter of I just got to be dedicated to it, right? And so you guys being here does help me with that. Pax teasing me with more cheese. Flaffy says, I was watching people gut my old house. There's a sink on the curb. Oh man. I'm glad you're not in the house that they're gutting, because that would have been that would have been an interesting case. Was that one near the artillery as well, or? Can I have the sink? I need water. I don't think the curb sink has water. I don't think that sink has water anymore, Pax. Give me what I want. Pax, you chose violence today. You chose violence. Speaking of water, I need to get mine. Flappy says, oh, they didn't want to repair shite. So they forced my family into another house and kinda strong-arming us to pay for damages. Ugh. This timeline stinks. This capitalistic dystopian world we live in. You're hungry, Pax? Why don't you get yourself like a snack or some dinner? It's probably dinner time for you, right? Mm-mm. I shouldn't be caught up in the details. I should be getting like the initial colors down, but like here I am going, ah yes, putting in this stuff. Whatever. It's one of those, I had added highlights there, and I'll probably add highlights down below. But like I had seen a truck that has like these kind of shapes on it, and I was like studying the shadowing, and I was like, I guess I'm supposed to do it that way. I'll probably change my mind and put it back to what I had. Because that's what I do, is I will go and commit to something, go, I don't like it. And then I'll go back. It's great. Cheesy water. Ew, get that out of here. Flappy says, oh, in the lease, they wanted us to paint walls. The walls in question, they have that 70s wood paneling on it. Okay, I love 70s wood paneling, coming from the person who has a waterbed, but, like, you don't paint that. You don't paint that. Like, what? What? That's insane. They're insane. Cheese water. Water bed, you say. Can I have it? No, you cannot have my water bed and no cheese water. What am I gonna sleep on, Pax, if you take my water bed? Hmm? What am I gonna sleep on? I also have the habit of, and I do this for everything, where I'll jump around panels because I go, I'm bored. The joys of making a comic with ADHD, right? I try to keep myself on the same page, though. I've been really being good about that because I used to jump from like page to page, being like, I'll come back to that part, and then I would not. I'm not sleeping on the floor, Pax. No, get out of my bed. That's my bed. Fluffy says Jack's gotta get into characters of thought and sleep on the floor. I am not sleeping on the floor. Side needs to get out of that effing bed. Love that brat. I get it's his apartment, but also he's not paying for it, so like he's a freeloader. Can I have side cheese water? I don't think you want side cheese. It's like really gross. And I'm gonna leave the conversation at that before it turns for the worst. Pax, what's going on, man? You good? You good? Blink twice if you need help. Pew. That'll be exciting once I can actually get to draw Sirawasa, I say, as I'm gonna have to draw Sirawasa, and then I'll cry and complain about it. I won't cry, but blinks twice. Why? What's going on? Are you okay? Like, everything good? No, it's not right. I need like a darker purple. No, that's like a hot pink. It's still not dark enough. Maybe a little blue for contrast. Or no contrast at all. I managed to get that exact color. Dang it. Love these chilling colors. Eat cheese, can you see? Yeah, Pax, let's slow down on the cheese stuff, okay? It's starting to get to spamming. Isaac head go bye-bye. I get that reference. I do. Like, Fishy really loves Danganronpa. Your burger's here? Nice. I hope you enjoy your burger. Yeah, I really like the colors that go into Sirawasa. I love the blues and the purples and the just to where it feels alone and cold. And I'm still not even done with this frame. Not done with any of the frames. I always found the sci-fis from my childhood to be so fascinating. And then we just stopped doing them. We stopped telling stories with that kind of world in it. Like, the closest one was we had that, a sequel to Blade Runner or whatever, and that was okay. I'm not a Blade Runner fan. I like the aesthetic, but not a Blade Runner fan. Where'd those borders go? They're there. I'm doing well, Pax. How are you? I'm sorry you hate your phone. Flaffy says, I was thinking of doing a Danganronpa AU for thought, and of course Chester would be the first murdered. Yeah, that'd be really funny, though. That'd be really, really funny. I know Fishy would appreciate that. Yeah, Fishy's been on a bit of a kick with Danganronpa lately, and it's really nice to listen to her get excited about it. I liked the first game. Like, I did. Um, Still weird in a few parts, but like, liked the first game. Second game was okay. Second game is definitely Fishy's favorite. And then the other one's just, well, the problem is Sai would also be telling everybody he murdered somebody. He'd be bragging about it every single case. Like, I did it. I did it. It was me. Yoko would be Junko or something. Yeah, Fishy. Yay, Fishy! Flaffy is talking about a Danganronpa thought AU, and I was like, hey, Fishy's, yeah, you did appear. That is funny. You came down from the rafters. Yuji is obviously the ultimate. I don't know. I'm not so good at Danganronpa. Like, I grabbed Fishy and put Fishy in front of me. Go! Like, you know it better than me. But I still stand by Yoko would be Junko. Just because I think she would be awesome in that outfit. I do know. No, that's a title. Oh, the title is the question marks. Flaffy was saying the first person to die would be Chester, and I laugh at that. She and the others aren't aware of her title. Does everybody in that game just have, like, amnesia? Just, like, everybody in Danganronpa? I don't remember. It feels like they always have, like, amnesia, and then we gotta figure out who's who. I'm doing Fishy's favorite part of comics and such, um, and then talking about Danganronpa. Fishy says, kinda, it's an old standby. Okay. And the first game, yes, but they know their titles. Okay. It just always felt like they had amnesia. But again, you guys like know more than me. Okay, so I need this color, but I need it less saturated. Wait, I got this. My brain's working, hold on. I'll color it the same color as the floor. No one will ever know. Oops. I love like this purple that I'm coloring over is like the same shade as a Ditto. Okay. So then I go a layer above, and then I go boop, boop, boop. Turn this off for a sec so I can do it all over again. Yeah, so pilot's going well. I just have to keep exporting files for said pilot. But we're moving. So I'm very happy, very excited about that. It'll be nice. It'll be nice to have this done. Okay, so I put that here. So then we're gonna multiply. It might be too dark. Let's see what we got. Let's do multiply. Yeah, that's good. Oh my goodness. Okay, Fishy says, anyone with the ultimate question marks title has a talent that would be problematic to the mastermind. Alright. Fluffy says, also thinking about Lynn, Reg, and Blyde being trapped in the same building will spell disaster for everyone. Oh, for sure. Because all three of them are murderers. Fishy says, a super Danganronpa, another 2 situation where someone tries to kill instantly. Yeah, Deadass just came here to lurk and listen while I bake, but I heard my special interest and had to yap. No, and I appreciate it. Please be good to your eyeballs. I'm glad you're kind of hanging out with us. But I also want you to rest them eyes. It's kind of a bit more of a chill stream today. Get those colors in a little bit. Nope. I will, don't worry. I know. I always worry, though. You know me by now. It's all I do. What are we baking tonight? Oh, the cookies from yesterday. Oh, yeah, that's right, because you put them in, like, the fridge and all that. Nice. Freaking Candy trying to tell Monokuma she's not a bad person to be in the murder game, and that damn bear laughing at her. She's perpetuating people's suffering with her charity. Aw. That'd be so sad for her. Because, I mean, she's trying. Ba-da-ba-da. But, dough hard as a rock. Is that because it's cold, or... That's so weird that it turned, like, hard as a rock. Baking's weird, man. Cooking in general is weird. I love it, but, like, sometimes it gets very particular. No, we'll put this but darker here, here, here. I don't know what that is. I'll have to go look that up. You'll have to send me a video? Yeah. Video in the group chat. I will watch it after this stream. Thanks for sending it. Crazy though. Is it like it's rock hard, or is it just like it's cold and rock hard to where like it's gotta thaw some? Rock. Dang. I'm gonna see if I leave it out and see if it softens. Well, fingers crossed. So Flaffy in this AU, please tell me the Monokuma Cubs are not in it. Rufus being labeled as ultimate hero, and he is trying to go out of his way to solve these murders. He's gonna die. He's gonna die. Ain't no way. He's gonna get them all killed. Yeah, I don't like the Cubs either. That was a little too much. And Fishy did warn me about the Cubs, that's for sure. I had no idea how bad. Hate. What are you talking about? They're peak characters. Oh, they were a studio mandate? Ooh. Yeah, no, I would have made the Cubs do exactly what they did because a studio made me do it. Okay. That explains a lot because they seem very spiteful. But then again, that whole game seems like it's very spiteful. Third one, not my favorite. Don't think I liked any of the characters. I'm like trying to think. I'm like, I can't remember any of them. To be like, yes, I liked that character, because they all just turned weird. That's what happens when you make a game and an anime at the same time. We don't talk about UDG. What is UDG? Is that the anime? Is that the anime you were trying to explain to me, Fishy? Oh, the Ultimate Despair Girls. Okay, the spinoff. Is that the third game then? I thought the one with the Cubs was the third game. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know the stuff. I'm not well versed in its ways. Tokyo, your beloved. It's complicated. Very complicated. Ah. Okay. Kingdom Hearts logic. And I say that joking. I'm not trying to get any Kingdom Hearts fans, like, mad at me. Uh, Not Kingdom Hearts complicated, but still, Lamau, as I was typing. Same brain cell activate again. Yeah, we hang out too much. Toughest part's going to be trying to emulate wet ground. Hmm. I don't know how to do that. Let's see if I can find a reference. That's not AI, Google. That would be great. Don't want your AI shite. Let's see. That would be a good example. That one's tricky. Let's try this one. Could you pull up, please? Thank you. Okay. Interesting. Let's try it with white and then go from there. Back to your AU, everyone learns that Mukta is Chester's killer and gets the guillotine, fitting for a rich mayor. But what was his reasoning to do it? I'm gonna spend like this whole thing trying to figure out rain spots. Fitting for the rich mayor. Yeah. Again, don't know what his his motive was. Yeah, I think I'm only gonna do an hour today. Um, just because, again, I need to get stuff out the door today. Chester was getting a little too nosy with things he would like to keep hidden, and Mukta isolated from the other people who can silence people like him. Well, he had to take matters in his own hands, and pinning it on Sai wasn't his plan, but stuff happens. Interesting. Should have just had Sai be sentenced, and then they all go. Because there's no way you're going to be able to convince Lynn not to. They're all screwed just having Lynn in the party. Candy and Sai cope well with his sentencing and death. Oh, do they? Okay, so I have these here, so if I... So it's got interesting. So it's like darker there in those spots. And of course I'll clean it up. Let's go select, new layer. probably gonna have some highlights in the middle. Let's go for some more purpley pinks. Flaffy continues with Sai going on, saying he's glad he's gone, but there he is holding onto his brother's glasses. Even though Mukta, it seemed like, was gonna let him take the fall for him, because things happen. I'd be mad. Slowly getting there. Just have to continue this in other parts. Yep, he's got emotions about it. Watch, it's gonna be Yuji. Yuji's the mastermind. I mean, I kind of set her up to end up being the ultimate despair, but Rufus saves and stops her. Interesting. Let's blur these. I guess I'd have to blur those together since they're connected. Maybe. Let's go on here on the edges then. How does he save her exactly? That didn't work. Okie dokie. You haven't thought that far? I'm just curious. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm not feeling it. I'll have to come back and try it again. I'm just not gonna do it now. Not feeling it. I will deal with it later. I will learn that skill, just not tonight. I'm too tired. Interesting. I thought I had that layer. I think it's this layer. Ba, 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 ba. Yep, there it is. So in this AU, would Victor be in it? She most likely gets tricked or egged on into killing the entire populace of Sierrawasa. Rufus and Sai and Yoko have to talk her down. That's crazy. Makes sense. Evil gremlin. I mean, he could. The murder game needs about 15 people. Yeah. Fishy saying I was gonna say you need 16 people for a killing game. True. Trying to think of like all the characters that would be in it then. Let's see. Yeah, Rufus and Sai and Yoko and Yuji. Candy and Chester and Mukta and Rin, Lynn and Reg. That's like 12, or yeah, almost 12. Blyde and Yor, because fuck him, he gets to join the game. Get him out of here. He should be the first one to die. So that's 12. There'd be Jim and Leo. And Beck. Franny. And 16. I love when I can't remember my own characters. Yeah, Franny, she's great. Sassy lady. We need to get back those newsletters. I need to be better, but again, I have only so much time in a day. I know what goes on in the asylum that raised me. That's a good one. Who would be the 16th one? I would jokingly put Soren in there just because I want to see that mofo die, but like I already got like the Lou brothers. We don't need Soren. Possibly Kevin. Possibly Kevin. That'd be very sad if she dies. We'll put Kevin. We'll put Kevin. So yeah. That would be the 16. But Chester's dead already. That's already been decided. Leo and Lynn. Hold up. I wrote Blythe, but who's this one? Hold up. Beck. It's Beck. I was like, wait a minute. Who are you? Kill this guy. Kill him. Kill him. Man. Poor Kevin. Hope she lives. I love Kevin. It's a killing game. It's supposed to be a little sad. I know. I'd be very sad playing the Danganronpa Thought edition. I say as if like people aren't going to fucking die in Thought, you know? Lin boasting that he can't die. Monokuma just going, okay, I'll send you the sun as punishment. I like that you thought of sending him to the sun. I thought of just dropping him in a big ass blender. I guess it would probably break the blender. It'd be funny though. Jail guards, get the bat. You said about it. No, I did not. I did not. You have no proof, Fishy. Back me up. Back me up and say I didn't say nothing. I am a good saint that has never sworn a day in their life. I was a good Catholic child. I would never. You have no proof. You have no proof. So what'd you get done today on the stream? Oh, all I did was work on these dang windows. I am financially motivated to say the bat said nothing. Ah, you got nothing on me. I mean, God, I can't wait for my like PNG Sona to come in so I can actually like emote. That would be nice. Also, Pax, why is it that's where you jump in? You were being so quiet, and then like that's where you jumped in was just like get 'em. As the coffee link goes up, that's so funny. Ads, I curse thee. That is funny. That is actually pretty funny that the financially motivated and then the coffee thing goes up. It's like I'm motivated by money. I wish this thing didn't cost money, but sure as heck not gonna have people work for me if I can't pay them, right? I don't agree with things that do that. Seeing like all my friends on YouTube's getting like plushes of their little mascots from their shows, and I think it's really awesome. I'm very excited for them. I'm very, 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 very excited for them. Um, I gotta get Kiara when she drops for Farfetched to be able to support Dave and Ashley. For the AU, I thought of Rufus doing the Makoto Naigi, I don't know how to say these names, but thought against it and went for Yuji being the protagonist. Ah, yeah. Should be girl protagonist anyways. Who do you have down as survivors? Yeah, I am. I am curious who the survivors would be in the AU. You haven't thought that far, to be honest. No worries. Kevin lives. That's all that matters. Kevin lives. Yoko lives too because Fishy would have my head if she didn't. So would Allie. I still think it'd be funny if Yoko was the mastermind, though. I don't know why she'd be the mastermind, but it'd be really, really funny. Grins. I do have a scene where Yuji calls Mukta out on his bullshit, and he goes, "Are you calling me a liar?" And and Sai hits him with, "Oh, she ain't calling you a truther." Ah, Drake and Josh. Drake and Josh bit. Always a good one. Always a classic. I ain't calling you a truther. Very funny. Which is funny coming from Sai, who just doesn't tell the truth at all. I don't remember who Kamida is. I don't remember the shite. I didn't swear. I've never sworn. Water time. No, it's always fun to see the AUs you cook up. I'm gonna like wake up to like art of them in the trial. Of course, when I say trials, I start to think of like Phoenix Wright. Rufus would be the judge, which means incompetent. I got too many thoughts, Captain. Nothing wrong with that, so long as you're having fun. Oh, he would be Gumshoe as well. Yeah. Gumshoe's fun. He's a cutie. UGB, the one with the whip. That's funny. And Larry Butts. Oh my god. Okay, I know I really didn't get too terribly much done today. I'm sorry, my brain has been super, super distracted by trying to get other things done. And then Resident Evil this week. So there will not be a stream on Sunday. I will catch you guys next Tuesday. Like I said, I'm ending the stream early today, but hopefully we can pick this back up next Tuesday and I can actually have more progress to work on for this. But like always, I do appreciate you guys hanging out with me. It really does mean a lot to me. And I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week. I will see you next Tuesday. Be awesome. Stay awesome. All right, guys. Catch you later.